we go on in verse 3, he says, "Hear, Israel, and be careful to obey so that it may go well with you and that you may increase greatly in a land flowing with milk and honey, just as the Lord, the God of your ancestors, promised you. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one." Verse 5, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength." It's the first commandment. Moses brings it back up. He had given them the 10, and then he kind of breaks it down. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. So Moses says, I give you these commandments so future generations will know the Lord. And the number one commandment, to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. This is important. It's the number one commandment. Number one, love God with all of you. And listen to me, parents. If I could impress anything on you today, mothers, I know it's Mother's Day, but I'm talking to all parents. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to everybody. Even if you're not a parent, you're a spiritual parent. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength. Love God with all of you. Every part. Not halfway, not 99%. All of you. Amen? All of you. This might sound familiar because Jesus taught this commandment directly as well. Matthew 22, verse 34, he says, hearing that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees, the Pharisees got together. One of them, who was an expert in the law, tested him with this question, "Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law?" Verse 37, Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment." So not only did Moses teach this after giving the Israelites the 10 commandments, Jesus teaches that it's the first and greatest commandment when he's tested by the religious leaders. Must be pretty important, right? Must be something we should pay attention to, something we should take notice of. Love the Lord your God with all you have. All you have. Everything, every part, everything you don't want to give up, everything you think is too impossible, love him with all of it. I was thinking back, man, I've in the last few years, I've done a lot with youth sports. I coached my daughter's basketball team. My niece is playing softball this year. Jet played basketball last summer. And I got to be honest with you guys. Me and Hannah have bonded over this, but I get a little frustrated because it doesn't seem like they're really giving their all. Right? It just kind of seems like, oh, this is kind of fun. I'm glad I'm out here. Let's have fun. No, you're trying to win. What are you doing? Like for me, I don't know, I'm different or something, but when I played as a kid, I wanted to win. I would jump through you. I would foul the junk out of you. I would mess you up to win the game. I gave it everything I had. So it's a little frustrating when I sit on the sidelines and watch and the ball's coming and they're just kind of like, oh. No, you get over there, you get down and you throw, you know what I mean? You got to get it, you got to give it your all. And it's a funny example, and I honestly don't care even if we win, but I want to see you play hard. I want to see them be aggressive, act like you care, give it your all, right? This is what Moses is saying here. When we love God, we must love him with everything. We must give him all we have. I read a book a few years ago, and I love it. I highly recommend it if you've never read it, called Not a Fan. We have lots of fans of Jesus because of what Jesus can do. Jesus doesn't want fans. He wants followers. He wants people that are willing to die to their self, take up their cross, and follow him. Give it everything. Love the Lord your God with all of you. Why is this so important? Why is this something I'm impressing on us so hard? Because if we don't love him with everything, we'll never pass that love on to future generations. Right? If we don't love him with all that we are, we're never going to pass that on to our kids. We're never going to pass it on to future generations. So what does that tell us? consider this. I want to present this. If we want our kids to grow up loving God, what does this principle show us? If we want our kids to grow up to love the Lord their God with all their heart, with all their soul, with all their mind and strength, we must first love God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. Amen?
For all that you've done